friends, to Session Zero for the second game of our fifth season of the Roguelike Rumbles. I am your hostess with the mostest, Sarah Durnesque, aka Lady Destiny, and I am here today with the wonderful players and the incredible DM who will be taking you into this as we sink deeper and deeper into the wonderful world of Las Asimas and a whole new generation of Rumbles. But today I shall be your dungeon master. And here we weave some story. Before us is a familiar silhouette of the Roguelike Tavern, but the impish winking sign that once marked the building has disappeared, and inside we find the walls of the Roguelike Tavern. These walls are bare. Tables and chairs are stacked, boxes are scattered across the floor. We drift through the secret passageway wall and descend the staircase that winds down to the arena. Numerous doors, usually kept sealed, conceal the offices and domiciles of the various members of the Synod, but they're strangely open today. And a scent like doused embers lightly wafts up from the arena below. But we stop at the office of Bombasticus Silvermane, master of abjurative terrain and primal magic. Bombasticus, please describe yourself.
Bombasticus is a human man in his later middle years, with a sort of like kind of like the fantasy equivalent of like Ivy League preppy kind of bearing to him. Sort of a nice brightly colored waistcoat and a sort of half cape, and he's constantly got like different runes on his forehead because he's constantly trying to like get different kinds of things to stop reading his mind. So every time you see him, there's just like a different rune from some different culture scrawled across his forehead. Yeah, he's the most notable thing about him is that his hair is sort of like has been graying, and he's handled it somewhat badly, so he's enchanted all of his gray hair to sparkle. A magical accident that he has decided is going to be a feature, not a bug, and that is why all of his white hair is particularly lustrous and shiny.
Incredible. And why Magnus Bolt Thrower trembles in fear every time Bombasticus does the arena, because he just knows the floors are going to be covered in glitter.
Yeah, sure.
Incredible. So as we arrive at your office, I would love to just give you a moment to describe what it currently looks like, and perhaps if there are any plans for upgrades when you move over into the new Roguelike Tavern.
Oh yeah, the office is um there are just tons of like sigils on the floor that have sort of been like stacked on top of each other. It's like it's the equivalent sort of of people who have like a very busy outbox on their desk,
Yes.
but they know where everything is in the pile. But if somebody else comes and moves one thing in the pile, then everything goes to shit. It's the kind of thing of like, I know if I stand exactly right here, I'm in the middle of the scrying circle. But if I take a step 2 inches to the right, I'm in the middle of the detect magic circle. And sort of layered upon top of each other are like tons and tons of means of keeping track of all of the various magical experimentations that I'm doing. But everything else is sort of like packed up in big wooden crates and boxes that are all over the place, because he has put moving off until the last minute because he
Of
is
course.
always a little too busy to take the time.
Aren't we all? That's why you
Yeah,
gotta contact Tarani Daddy.
sure, for sure. Sure.
Kai's persona, get some extra time in the floor.
Mhm.
Incredible. I think, and then in this moment, we probably catch you as you're examining a corner of your office floor where of course many of the sigils are overlapping, but there's a strange corrosion of the scripts, and I think you've been noticing it for a while, and it's been growing ever more present, especially in the last couple of weeks, as the great magical and physical progress of the Rumble Arena and all of its bits and bobbles and arcane components have been moving and now moving with great haste because of these corrosions. You're not the only one to notice them, and they are slowly seeping up and through the floors of kind of all of the lower levels of the Roguelike Tavern. And as we kind of notice you catching, you're examining rather this mark of corrosion, we flash back to a younger Bombasticus, and you are yeah, and you're looking out over the original Rumble arena, which is more, metal folding stands and what have you, and a little more Fight Club, a little more grimy. And we're there in the final moments of an arena that you designed. And these incredible walls of force have been progressing ever closer on the heroes as they fight through the night. And, at this point, I mean, one hero is already down. But unlike in the current Rumbles, the bodies of heroes who fall do not disappear at any point. They remain even past the point of no return. So as these magical walls of force are closing in, there is one just limp body, a fallen tiefling druid just crumpled on the floor, being pushed ever closer as the other three remaining competitors are fighting. And you're down in the last brutal moments when you know Aarakocra Barbarian is swinging, trying to get his feathered arm up and over to slam a hammer down on the bugbear paladin in front of him. And I think we just turn from this brutal moment and we're almost seeing, like, cinematically the reflection of this fight in your eyes as you're watching these bodies just be crushed. Take us inside your mind. What are you thinking and what are you feeling in this moment?
It's a combination of things. There's a in my sort of thoughtful, pragmatic, analytical brain. There's an amount of pride that the mechanism is working as well as it is.
Of
The
course.
stated parameter of the assignment was to make a brutal, awful arena that takes its toll until there's a champion. And then watching the body of this tiefling druid get sort of essentially run through like the thinnest setting on a pasta maker is
Yikes.
yeah. Uh, there's a purely sentimental voice that Bombasticus has learned over the years is best saved for the magic carpet ride back home,
Mhm.
or for late nights with people who you don't work with. That's thinking like it's just a waste of what we could be getting out of that person if they were to come back. A person only like a flashback to sort of like arguments or disagreements that I've had with Zardo
Yeah.
over and over again of just like there's only so much blood in any individual person, and there's only so much magical potential in such a quantity of blood. But if they are using their bodies to do other magical stuff, the output is nearly. I hasten to think of a percentage, but it's got to be at least 100 to 200% more productive than just squeezing out their life essence and using it as fuel. And then Zardo will, of course, come back and say something along those lines of, "Well, it's the most versatile fuel that any magical components could ever have. We could
And
do
they're
anything
just
with it."
constantly hastening to our
Yeah.
field. Bombasticus, they want to
Yeah.
be here. Why shouldn't we use that resource? There's so much of it. There's always a fresh hero. Why are you worried?
I know that blood is inherently self-replicating and that there will always be more blood if there are people still, but I find myself uh, having to clean up a lot of viscera, and I find myself having to worry that the wrong kind of magical intervention from across the plains will find its way here and cause us more problems than advancement, and that we'll spend all of our resources dealing with the problems that instead of advancing our various goals. Zardo, there's got to be another way.
If there is, you feel free. Hire yourself. I tell you what, you hire yourself an assistant. Someone else can clean the blood, and you just worry about the magic. And let me worry about protecting the arena. I've got spells you couldn't even dream of.
All right, he's an expert. I got a plus 17 in Arcana, but whatever. All right, it's a crazy thing to say. I do think immediately after this conversation, Bombasticus does hire an assistant, and it does push this moral quandary off by like probably a couple years.
Yeah,
Just like not having like having some stuff off his plate makes him not really like worry about consequences for a minute.
for sure.
Uh,
Somebody in the
uh,
vein of Chad the Destiny Lad, just like, whatever you like, Bombasticus, sir. I mean,
sure,
Master
totally.
Silvermane, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. My magical corporate assistant is a kid from the Sandlot. I love it.
well, that's the most undestiny thing I've ever done. My God, you got an actual spit
Sure,
take out of me. Holy cow.
sure. Swish, baby, let's go.
Not bad for drinking tea while trying to DM. Yikes, incredible. So obviously this is in your time with the Synod, probably closer to the ultimate takeover and the we'll say the mysterious fire that burnt down the old Zardo's pub, and definitely nobody in the Synod had anything to do with it. He was just messing with two men to dark magics.
Yeah, you know how deeply flammable a bunch of blood in a sealed container is.
So flammable.
Super flammable.
Crazy, crazy flammable. Uh, but do you think this moment probably was a part of a turning point? We've talked about uh, Bombasticus probably came in a little more starry-eyed, and the sense of the what the Synod projects to the world, or did, and for centuries was just, essentially the archivists of magical knowledge in all of Las Asimas. And then it's kind of the thing of the further and the deeper you get, and clearly Bombasticus did by being incredibly good at what he does. The more layers of the onion you peel, the more you realize the onion is rotten. So this probably closer to the turnover, as it were.
Yes, I think a few more like inescapable death traps down the road. Bombasticus, like that sort of instinct in the logical part of his brain that's like, but at least I'm doing a good job becomes more and more blunted as it becomes more and more obvious that of course I'm going to do a good job. I'm very good at this. There's no, like I don't even really super duper need to concern myself with whether or not it is going to work. And it's probably right around that time that there's like, you know, uh, decanter of endless water talk in the
Yes.
in the
Yes.
office that Bombasticus overhears about like people pitching sort of diversifying the portfolio and getting shot down over and over and sort of starting to ingratiate himself with the people who are at least making these pitches.
Yeah, I think the whispers and it's tough because of obviously outside of Rumbles, the multiple DMs of our game don't frequently get to interact with one another. But I have a feeling it was probably maybe Vex McCannon Lamar, uh,
Mhm.
who might have first seen. I feel like the two of you are cut in of similar cloths, and that might have been an opening and an inroad
Mhm.
conversation to where we ultimately find ourselves. I think we're back for a moment now in that arena as your force walls are doing their dark deed and are absolutely crushing the life out of the remaining two heroes. At this point, the third fell as well, and it's just that Bugbear and Aarakocra locked in. And I think there's a moment where the Aarakocra's beak even gets cracked before he gets the final blow in. And as you watch, the light leave his Bugbear competitor's eyes, I think he looks up and locks eyes with you. And that's the moment where we find ourselves kind of brought back to the to the present. And there's a knock at your door, and it's Lady Destiny, the elven mage with magenta hair and dark sparkling robes. And she has in her hands schematics that I think you recognize, because they're ones that the seven of you rather, of the current synod have been poring over and discussing. And she looks tired, and she says to you, Bombasticus, I'm deeply grateful. You're here to manage the first rumble in the new tavern space. I'm not sure if you heard, but Talia and her little squad were able to root out those bullets that were coming up from underneath and really causing quite a lot of havoc on the construction. But the rest of it has been able to clip along rather speedily, and I believe it will be finished in time, but it will be good to have an arena of yours to be first in the space. It is less than ideal to have any audience present before it's finished, but I was able to set the new crystal matrices in place, and Dad was most helpful in finishing the arcane mechanics for their positioning. Vex has, of course, taken the runes that you designed and carved them into the bases that will channel the wild magic of the new location. It should all work rather ingeniously together. But you're the master of terrain. The battle's energy harvest will be yours for the final shapings. Is there anything else you need from me?
Well, I do believe that there are at least my initial plan was to have the terrain be extremely flat but dangerous nonetheless.
Hmm.
Plenty of traction, no slipping around, no ice skating, anything like that. But
No.
still summarily crackling with danger. And I can't help but notice we seem to have a bit of corruption or corrosion rising up from the floor here
Yes.
that is damaging some of the sigils that I don't mind them being damaged now. We're moving out, new office, baby. But do we have any sense of what this if this is like a localized thing or a Las Asanas wide thing?
As
Because I
far
would
as
hate for runes to get damaged and people to get unduly affected as a result.
yes, no, well, Ripa's actually downstairs right now, and I must relieve her. I believe we are trying to root it out at its source. As far as I can tell, it is leftovers from Zardo. So I have to give him credit. It's a interesting curse that seems rather entrenched, and more so than I would have expected. It actually seems the work we've been doing has been keeping it at bay, and now perhaps with us leaving and removing, it is seeping through. Uh, it's tainting enchantments I really would have thought unbreachable, but you focus on the new arena, and if you can work into that arena setting, I would say some barriers to perhaps prevent such an tainting enchantment from reaching the new space.
Yes, yes. Wards, barriers, seals against oozes and corruption. You've given me a lot to think about, but I certainly will get right to it. And in the meantime, there are some. I hope you don't mind, but I'm using the arena just at present before we load in as just sort of like a staging area for unpacking my office
Oh, of course.
in the new location. So I'll have that all cleaned out by the time we hit go time. But yes, for right now, please pardon the mess. There's a lot of very sort of delicate materials that I feel that I should be the only one to move.
Of course. Well, I trust it and leave it to your expertise. I know you will be busy with that move, so I'll handle we'll say the trial of the four heroes. Anything in particular you'd like me to throw at them?
Oh, um, I love I love making them try to dodge fireworks. You know what I mean? And
Ooh,
just sort of like
nice.
set off a firework right next to them and say like, avoid it. Uh, it's the sort of thing of like if you can't dodge out of the way of a pyrotechnic, which is both very bright and very loud, so you know it's coming at you. What business do you have being an adventurer in the first
Sure.
place?
If you can't
Uh,
dodge a firework, how can you dodge a sword? You know?
she gets it.
I'm with you 100%. Uh, Incredible. So with that, we fly out of your office and upstairs to where four plucky young heroes will be arriving to get tested one last time in the training grounds of the current Rumble arena before moving over and debuting in the new. We accelerate in time from this moment to the morning of the Rumble and the arrival of four heroes to the last moments in the original Roguelike Tavern location. For some logistical reasons, lower chambers, green rooms, the training room are just not quite finished in the new space yet. So the heroes for tonight's Rumble will be awaiting the fight in the original location before being teleported to the new arena floor. So this means you all are arriving at the bare and empty original Roguelike Tavern. Could you all please roll initiative for me?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Already?
Yes. No, it's gone.
Always! It's my favorite thing to make people do first.
16.
16.
Let me double check on my
12.
13.
Ooh.
This one's going to jail.
Already?
Who am I
I
missing?
threw my D20 on the floor.
Oh no!
But I rolled a 12.
Great. Clara, what did you get? I might have missed yours.
13.
13. Oh, who was Gerard, what were you?
I was a 9.
9. Oh, yours is the one I missed. I was looking at text and not at who was speaking. Woof. All right. Well, this means Rafael, you're first to arrive. Could you please describe your character and who it is arriving at the Roguelike Tavern?
Um, there's a young man in lederhosen who somewhat jollily rolls up to the site of the old Roguelike Tavern, and he has a keg of beer over his shoulder, and he cracks it open. He does like the keg tap, and he pours a little out, and he goes, "For the homies." And then he then he pours himself a beer and he takes a sip and he just sort of stares at the space a little contemplatively.
Very good. You are so early. I think Salida, who is Lady Destiny's little halfling assistant, comes kind of bustling out from the what once was a secret passageway, but now is a door wide open, just kind of to the side. And she kind of comes up and goes, "Oh, wonderful, you're here. I believe your name is Hanz. Is that correct?"
Hello, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, and I see you brought your own beer. Oh, that's going to be important for this first one. Things are just not finished yet, so everybody is going to need their own drinks. So I love that you came prepared. There is nothing left. And she says this, and you look around, and truly, I mean, there's not a bottle left on the bar. I don't know. Would Hans have ever visited the roguelike itself before?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So
Hans
then,
is a fan of the Rumble, so he's probably been there to see him.
amazing, yeah. So then you'd be familiar. Usually like it's kind of a cool old mirrored bar, like covered with bottles and glasses and mugs and what have you. And that is just everything is gone. Literally everything is gone. There's like a couple of stools, and that's what you're sitting on. But beyond that, there's no like the stacked chairs from earlier are gone now. Everything is in progress of moving. So there is very little left in this space. But I think Salida just kind of notes that you're there and goes, "Well, you seem well taken care of, so I'm just gonna bop downstairs while we wait for the others to come." And so she kind of hurries off, and you're just kind of left there waiting for like 15 minutes. When I would say kind of two heroes probably arrive pretty closely on one another's heels. But first in is going to be Clara. Could you please describe who arrives second?
Um, yes, Breezy like pushes over the door with a hello.
Hello.
Is a woman with long blonde hair, and a fuzzy little a big fuzzy pink coat and a fuzzy hat with you can just see two little white bear ears poking just above them. She's got immaculately done nails, also pink. Um and truly incorrectly dressed for the occasion uh for this look, but and big old sunglasses even inside as she
Okay.
like looks around. I love it. Minimalist.
Hello. Would you like a beer?
Can I get an espresso martini? She's assuming that you're just the bartender here because you're in the later hosen.
Hello? No.
Just beer?
Yeah.
Just beer. Okay. And she'll take a beer.
Do you have other cups?
You have other cups?
I'm gonna go with yes. I have other cups.
Okay.
I
You
brought
have not
some
est-
spares.
You haven't told me you're not the bartender.
I'm just
And
Hans
picturing
is
you have
just
like
down to drink.
I'm picturing you have like one of those like travel stacking cup sets or something.
Yes, he just like he searches his later a little bit. He goes, 1 second.
You've disappeared.
Un
Sorry.
momento. Mein Fräulein. She pops out one. And it's like a pretty
Jiggly.
stout flagon. It like telescopes out a little
Yes.
bit. And then he pours you a beer.
Actually, I realized it's like also has coffee cups, so is double fisting beer and pink drink.
Incredible. Like a boss. Well,
Like a
as
boss.
you're getting your drink poured for you, arriving shortly on your heels is Kelby, our returning hero. Will you please describe who arrives next at the bar? Oh no, I lied. I lied.
Yeah, I was about.
Nope,
I
you're
didn't want
last.
to tell you how to drive. So, yeah, I
Nope.
was like, I don't think that's me.
Y'all, this is a late session 0 recording. I BEP. I have a day job. Yeah, you too. We're in it together. At any rate, not Kelby. Reuben, could you please describe who is arriving next? Uh-oh, you're on mute?
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Good.
Yeah. So walking into the old Roguelike Tavern is ducking into the doorway, is 7.5 foot tall, 300-pound Goliath man in a tie-dye t-shirt, with some like crystals in some necklaces, man, he's got like a walking stick, and he's got like a big puff of white hair that goes all the way around his head. And he's got sunglasses that are like a little bit tinted, so you can't see his eyes, but you're almost certain that his eyes are probably very closed most of the time. And this is Airy Garcia, man. He's coming into the roguelike.
Incredible.
Hey,
Hello.
am I early? That'd be a first. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Would you like
What
a beer?
where's the stuff? Where's everything?
I
Why is
think
there
they've redesigned. I think they're going with this like German minimalism based on like
Oh,
What stuff do you need?
cool, man. No, I don't need
German's?
much
Okay,
stuff.
sorry, God has to
forgot.
interrupt. German isn't a thing.
Aaron Cochrane minimalism.
Rafael, did you determine what our world equivalent of Germany would be? Have
I
you got a
think
name for it?
I don't have a name yet.
What's the
I
Los
want it to
Alamos
be good
equivalent of
because
Call
their
it
solving?
names are
like
good, and I'm not great at naming places.
What's
call
the
it the
Los
hinter.
Alamos version of solving?
All right.
Solving is Dutch.
Well,
I tried, damn it.
you know, what is
It's got a
is
real
the hinterlands? Is
hat.
that Germany?
Yeah, Hinterlands is good.
Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll just call it the Hinterlands.
They're going with like a hinterlands minimalism kind of vibe.
Right. Yeah, Airy, by the way, not a native of Las Asimas. I moved down here from Berkeley, which is the clouds above Las Asimas. I like to call it Northern Las Asimas, you know. Anyway, down here for whatever this is, I guess. But no, I'm good. I don't need much. I will take the staff that I walk in with, and it pops out into like a camping chair and like a big 7 foot tall man's camping chair. And I'll just pop a squat in that. And I've also just got a hip flask that has like a picture of a mountains panorama on it that is like very obviously like hand painted hip flask, and I'll just pour that into a red solo cup that I have. Some sort of orange tequila drink maybe, or a Harvey Wallbanger or something. And just be like, yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool to hang out.
It is good not to need anything. Contentment is to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's deep, man. I like that. That's good stuff. What
What
was
do
your
you
name?
not need anything?
You don't need anything? Wow.
We all need air.
That's true. I need air especially because I'm a cloud man.
You are a
Um,
cloud man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Speaking of cloud man, does anybody wanna am I allowed to do that in this building? No? Okay, we're not zoned for that. All right.
Dude,
And
that's
he'll
not
he'll
fair.
slowly
He's
put
zoned
away
for anything
another
anymore.
quarterstaff that is that is also an item. I don't know how much I should be referring to that in this environment, but here we are.
I mean,
He's a cloud giant.
hey,
This is what we're doing.
look, it's legal in Las Asimas. Whether or
That's
not you're
right.
allowed to do it in buildings is a different question.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time inside.
Sure.
So,
Well, I guess as you're having these debates with yourself, as nobody told you to put it away, you just decided it was
I
not
just felt
allowed.
bad. Yeah.
You just felt bad and put it away. Last, certainly not least, Kelby, you do now arrive, and could you please tell everyone who they see walking through as the Roguelike Tavern door swings open one final time?
Yeah.
I'm
In
sorry,
walks in.
there's a spotlight and a mood just drops and everyone feels compelled to look.
In walks in a handsome but soft, like, a little effeminate, but still got an air of mystery drow. In black, kind of like military band attire, but sun's out, guns out, no sleeves.
Hell yeah.
Scimitar strapped to my hip, blades concealed in various places. I see the blonde and immediately hone in, and I just go, "Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
oh, hey, man, what's up? What?" And then I look around and I notice that the bar is very bare, no pun intended. And I go, "Shit, did we get robbed?"
no, they're doing a minimalist thing now. I just fully forgot what we called it now.
Yeah, let go your
Hinterlands.
earthly tether, dude.
It's very crunchy.
Do you want a beer?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm gonna lean against a wall while this beer is being served, and I'm just gonna pull a penny whistle out of my pocket and just start kind of.
As you
Whoa.
start playing,
And it's the opening motif of Black Parade.
very good. As
Good-
you start
good vibes.
playing, and Hanz puts a telescoping cup of beer in front of you. I did totally see those at the Ren Fair this year. They exist and they're cool.
Hold,
But
come here.
I was
Sorry, hold
telescoping
on.
shot glass.
show and
Yeah.
tell.
She wouldn't
Oh,
stop bothering.
baby.
Animal companion.
You're
She wouldn't
familiar
stop bothering
enough.
me.
Aw. But as your familiar arrives, so does Selita. She comes bustling up from downstairs. As per always, her frizzy mess of a bun is tucked up on top of her head with a little magic wand stuck through it, and just arms laden with paperwork as always. This woman is always harassed and frazzled. She has a lot of paperwork to do, always, and especially right now. But she comes bustling up and goes, "Oh, good, okay, you're all here. Welcome. As you can see, of course, the transition has begun. I don't know if you all have been looped in. It was in your contract, but I know none of you read those. I've been doing this long enough, I know. So tonight's battle is actually very exciting. It's going to be the first in the brand new Roguelike Rumble arena, but the prep rooms aren't finished yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs. We're going to do a little demonstration exercise as per usual, and then you'll get to your green rooms that are down there as well. And then when we're ready for the final battle, I will take you to the teleportation circles, but then you will be teleported from here. Of course, we're currently in the Cottage Hill Roguelike Tavern, the original building, but you will be over in the Guildsburg brand new tavern arena. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Magic.
man.
No,
Cool.
Okay, well, don't worry. Yo, you're so pretty, aren't you?
I'm so pretty.
Yeah, you are. Oh, great. Well, anyway, your contracts will be in your green room so you can refresh before the battle tonight. But anyway, let's get you downstairs and prepped. I think Lady Destiny is still down there, so let's get you going. And she bustles you downstairs. Now, of course, Gerard, you have fought in a rumble before, so you're familiar with the usual structure of there's kind of skill demonstration that is magically recorded and broadcast across the Las Asimas Hob network. That would be home orb system for those of you not perhaps familiar with the terminology. And so she leads you down the stone spiral staircases, and I think again, Gerard, you're the only one that's familiar with it maybe so intimately, but these are the same stairways that fans would go. So of course, Hanz, you are also familiar. Airy, and Bhear, would you have ever attended any in-person rumbles?
I think I went on one like on a date and I didn't really get what they were doing, but mostly
Right.
because my date kept trying to explain to me what was going on, but they're doing the thing. So like I know what's happening.
Sure.
Yeah. No, man, not my scene. I'm not a violence guy.
Yeah.
I sort of based on like some of the vibe changes, like the rules changed and the venue's gonna change. I think I was gonna give it a shot just to see what it's all about, but no, I wouldn't have gone to the old place. That's not my chill vibes. It's too noisy, too much like stuff happening.
Another familiar
But
of
also,
peers.
and I'll whisper in and I'll be like, no, when you say green room, and I'll pull out the quarterstaff again. Am I good to? Are we good? We good here?
Nor, normally I'd say no, but because this is technically no longer an operating business, you're probably okay to do it in the green room. Just
Oh hell
don't have
yeah!
it with you in the actual arena, because then I think we get into
Oh yeah, sure, sure.
one, layers of arcane things that you don't want to mess with, and also, the fire marshal.
Got it. Sure, sure, man.
Yeah.
I'll
You know,
be careful.
although this place does have its own history of fire, so maybe be careful.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it. I'll make sure I do it careful, and I'll cast light instead of using any fire magic.
Incredible. So as a waft of thick green smoke descends behind all of you as you wend your way down, I would say for those of you who have been here before, it is odd, and you're noticing like doors open that are never open. And maybe, depending on how often you'd come to a rumble, like maybe, people will try doors. Certainly the crowd will sometimes whisper like, "Oh my God, I think that's so and so's office. Like, try to get in, try to get in." And these doors are always like impenetrable. No, lock picking rogue skills or, portable holes or what have you. Like, no magical or mechanical thing could ever open one of these doors if you tried it on your way down. But these doors are all open, and there's strange and really kind of beautifully shaped, interesting looking office rooms that you all pass. Um, if anyone is interested to be more attentive as you descend, feel free to roll me a little perception check.
I gotta snoop.
I don't think I'm actively looking.
Yeah, what's your
Not
passive?
not a real focused dude, but my passive is 14.
I rolled a 16.
Ooh.
17 plus my plus 5 to perception. You gotta
Damn.
understand, it's like visual gossip. I gotta know how these people live.
I rolled a 13. I get +2 to perception.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the three of you lads are kind of more just generally getting, taking in the fact that it's all empty, and this does seem strange, but it's kind of, I think you could all almost kind of dismiss it of like, well, of course they're moving, so everything is moved out and that's fine. Like, oh, these were some funky shaped offices. How cool, how interesting. But like the Synod is a bunch of wizards and mages and sorcerers and, every varietal kind of magic user. So, like, of course, their offices would be interesting shaped. I think perhaps, Bhear, it's because you are not simply attentive to detail, but also, I don't know, are you wearing like nice shoes?
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of thought. I
Yeah.
think I think you would have been kind of looking at some of the floors and noticing there's a difference in some of the offices floors. There is almost like red lichen looking kind of something just
Ew.
in the edges and crawling out and creeping. It's like a dark burnt red, just that it's creeping through some of the cracks of the floors, and some of the office floors are much more covered than others in this. In others, it's like still just stuck to the edges, and I think as you descend, you would notice it is on some of the stairs as well. But it's not too long till you all are brought into the training room. Now, Gerard, from your last time here, this room has been stripped bare. It is nothing but frankly dirty, padded walls from truly centuries of heroes using this space, pre-rumbles and also between rumbles. Sometimes, heroes are allowed to come down here and just train. It usually has like old weapons and stuff, and there's drag marks on the floor of like from boxes that probably got removed, but all the old weapon racks are gone. The usual tester dummy in the middle is gone. This is a nearly empty room. There's just one thing in the room, and it is the figure of Lady Destiny, the Sorceress Supreme, in her kind of dark, glittering robes, long magenta hair. Um, and I'm just gonna go off of those same perception checks. I think, unfortunately, the three of you lads not noticing such kind of details anyway and not looking for it, and perhaps being unfamiliar with a fairly mysterious figure. Um, but I think, Bhear, you might pick up just a little bit of that, like, this is a very powerful woman who looks tired.
Oh, babe. You need a break.
Oh, do you say that out loud?
I probably say it in a much, probably like the first thing is like, oh, babe, I love everything that's happening here. I have some questions about the some health and safety stuff, but you have to see my girl out in, oh my God, where am I from? You have to see my girl out in the hills. She is great. After this, have you considered like maybe a spa day?
Hello. Bhear
Also,
Um,
is...
hi. They're Horowitz
Hmm.
and Hand.
She does not shake your hand. She does not move from the center of the room. She just kind of casts a whole look over you, and I think in that moment you would see her like, something has slipped. Let me pull back up, and there's a slight straightening of shoulders and a withdrawing into herself in a way that like makes the face go cold and stony. Well, welcome, heroes. As I'm sure Salida has informed you, we're in a moment of transition, and this is, I think, rare and special, and I hope you will find it exciting. That you will, in fact, be the first heroes to ever fight in the brand new Roguelike Rumble arena. Unfortunately, though, this does mean that for now, you are still in our older facilities, which are currently being emptied out, and the master of ceremonies, as it were, for tonight is actually busy finishing a few final arcane touches, so he has asked that I be here in his stead to do the usual testing and demonstrating. But I think before we get to that, I'm actually a bit more intrigued and interested in finding out a little bit more about you. You know, the ways in which we enlist and recruit heroes for these events doesn't always tell us their deepest motivations. So I would love to know, why are you each here?
Hello, my name is Hans Throwhands. I'm very excited to be here. I've been a fan of the Rumbles for as long as I can remember. And I don't know what to say, but one day I woke up from a drunken stupor and I was signed up, and I was delighted to find out that was the case.
I'm gonna talk to Salita about that, but all right, we'll take it. Exciting. Anyone else?
Oh, I thought we were going in order of initiative, but okay.
No, well, no, or only in order of initiative of when you feel
Who
compelled
wants
to
to talk?
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello again. Nice to see you.
Welcome back, Gerard. Yes, of course.
Well, I obviously, even though I fought a pretty decent fight, I did not walk away with the title, and I promised my brother that I would win this for him, so I'm back.
Oh,
You know, we do always love a return. There's a reason we invite heroes to come back and fight again. It would be uninteresting if we just let you go off with your disappointment. So much more exciting to bring you back all the more determined for a win.
man, that's like a really compelling backstory. I I'm not a fan. Like I haven't been here before. Not my vibe really. Like this place is really kind of like a lot of fighting and violence and you know, the previous installment there was a lot of guys that liked to minimize and maximize, and that's not what I'm here to do, man. I'm here for to put on a good show, and I hear that the update is all about heroic vibes and like whoever's the coolest, and that I can get behind. So I came by, and that's why I'm here.
I'm gonna roll a dice, and I don't have one in front of me because I don't usually expect to have to roll dice.
Okay.
Uh, I really want to roll insight.
On Airy?
Yeah.
Sure. I can roll a d20 and then you can add whatever it is you add to it.
Oh, I've got
Oh, you got it?
digital
Okay.
dice to roll. Yeah, yeah,
Insight on Airy?
Ooh.
yeah. Nothing. I determine nothing. I will, I guess, offer you the opportunity though, if you would like to tell the audience
Yeah.
there's a read on you, but you also don't have to reveal that if you don't wish to.
Sure. I would say that Reuben, the player, is extremely competitive and a min-maxer. Airy,
As we know.
as we know, as you should all know. Airy is not. Airy is in fact vibes. And you know, the vibe change, the venue change, the change from importance on winning at all cost to putting on a good show is what has brought him here. He would not have participated in a previous Rumble.
Very good.
So that is in fact, he's being genuine.
Sweet. I think Lady Destiny has what would have been my own personal suspicions, of the sense of like there can't be anyone that's true for, you know?
Yeah.
And I think sadly bitch rolled a nat 1. She's tired as fuck.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter what my level 20 wizard stats are. She knows nothing. Gotta respect the nat 1. I think she retains a healthy suspicion of this guy.
Sure. As well
Uh,
she should.
Yeah.
I could be lying.
I've been trying to make a Wii Spa joke for the last like 10 minutes, and I cannot think of one because I want to give you a coupon. I'm going to give you one anyway.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling a little rough, I can cast like a lesser restoration or
Oh,
something.
you wouldn't know that. I don't think you'd see that.
Oh, okay,
but-
never mind.
yeah,
This
no, that
is
was
all my
just-
inner monologue.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it does leave you bare.
Speaking of bad vibes, also, this is my familiar. I just found her.
Amazing.
Incredible.
I can do that. This is
He crawled
Princess
out of the
Muffin.
red lichen. Oh no.
I crawled out of the red lichen.
No.
Princess Muffin.
In game, I think
Yes.
Lady Destiny turns to you, being the last one to speak.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of bad vibes, whether or not she knew that or not, she heard the other bits or not, like I said, I've been, I don't know, I've heard about the Rumbles for a while, but I went on a really terrible date with a guy, and who, aforementioned, explained to me a lot of what was going on, and I thought I can do that. It's just a lot of people like fighting each other, and I can fight. I can fight. She does not look like someone who can fight. You know, if a bunch of guys can do it, I can too. And also, my dad cut me off, so I'd really, really like to make some money.
I can appreciate this. Well, delightful. We are, of course, truly pleased to have all four of you here. And now tonight, of course, I cannot give away anything that Bombasticus is preparing for you, but he did leave me a small gift for each of you. And as she says this, you all hear and feel an explosion of heat directly behind each of you, as a magically summoned arcane firework, essentially, has exploded behind you. And we're just gonna go in initiative order, as what happens is there's this pop, pop, pop of flames and sparks, and as these fireworks shoot up, there's a shower of magical glittering sparks, and then coming down from it is essentially a heat-seeking tiny rocket.
No.
So, Hanz Throwhands, you have your own personal little heat-seeking rocket coming at you. What would you like to do? You are on mute, though, so do it, whatever it is, do it off mute, as this whistling rocket is coming at your head. You're still so muted. I would love to know what you're doing.
My question is, can I deflect missile this missile? Or
It's sure a missile. You certainly could.
I would like to attempt to deflect attack. Oh, I would like to deflect and redirect an attack.
Yeah. Remind me, do you have to roll for that, or is that an auto?
I do.
Great. So that's going to be a difficulty of 17.
Oh no, it
Oh,
says
no, you
that-
just auto do it.
it says attack save is 13.
Oh, I see.
Well, and I just rolled a 15, so it kind of matters. Unless I can add something to it.
Oh my god, no. I've accidentally pulled up the 2014 rules. Hang on. Good god. It's like, how does deflect missile work in 2024? Updated to... I think in 2024 it just allows you to reduce damage if you are hit. So it has
And if
to
you
hit
reduce
you.
it to 0, you can redirect it.
Great. Okay. Then let's get you an attack on it versus a dodge. So I'm thinking a 14 doesn't hit.
No, 14 will hit me.
Oh, okay. Great. Then yes, you can reduce the damage if you are deflecting missiles.
Oh, and I reduce it by... What do I reduce it by?
I think it's a D10.
1d10
Yeah.
plus 6? This is what it
Yes.
looks like? Okay.
We're all learning and relearning over and over again.
Yay! I don't
Yeah.
have a
Yeah, a
D10
D10
around
plus
me,
your
so I'll
dex
roll one
modifier and
here.
monk level, so whatever that
Okay.
is.
7 plus whatever I just said, which is 3.
Great.
Means 10.
So you are going to get hit by this, but I think it's only if you got to reduce it to 0. So
Yeah, that can be
unfortunately,
correct.
as this rocket kind of plows into I would say with a monk's speed, you were probably able to turn around and face it. So as it kind of plows into your chest and sets off a whole nother explosion, could you roll me a dex saving throw?
Yes. Uh, 12, and my dex is +1 for 13.
Yeah. Nimble abilities. I think you're still going to take you would still take a little damage of the sparks, but essentially what we see is you kind of bat the rocket as it is hitting you, so you're taking some burn and fire damage across one arm, and then it explodes again, showering you, and you kind of do a less than graceful tuck and roll. We're not going to super worry about how many actual HP this all takes off of you. But next down the line, as essentially simultaneously, this rocket is coming for an individual and personal rocket is coming for each of you. Bhear, what would you like to do with the firework coming for you? You are also on mute.
Bhear also takes a moment to, oh, shiny. Oh, shit. And then
Whistling.
fully transforms into a polar bear.
Incredible. Do you roar as you do this?
Yes, just a full like I don't know, just a it's like it starts as like woo and turns into a roar.
It's a woo girl into a roar. Incredible.
Yes.
And is it safe to assume that as your claws lengthen out, the perfect manicure is maintained?
Yes, they remain pink. They're just full stiletto claws now.
Incredible.
And I think as a bear, as and like still has the lashes, still has the little bear hat, the little white hat on top of the bear.
Adorable. So you roar and then do what to this little firework rocket?
Well, it's smaller than me now, so I might just take the hit. But
Okay.
since 2024, less fun to just take that hit now. So I think I'm just going to hit. I'm gonna hit it back.
Yeah.
Can I
go
bap
ahead.
it?
Yeah, make an attack.
Just a casual backhand with my claw paw. Boop boop boop. I have a die here. Oh my god, there we go.
This is kind of fast and loose combat. It's not as hard rules.
Oh wow. I got a good ass hit. What's 14 plus 20?
21.
I can do math.
It's the
I'm
best
really
part
proud
of
of you.
D&D.
It
Best part of
is
D&D.
the best part
Yeah,
of
well, a
D&D.
21 hit.
Yeah, for sure. Roll me some damage just so we see what this looks like as you destroy it.
Yes. I'm like, the D&D Beyond does not have my bear stats.
Oh no.
It is fine.
You just use unarmed and just
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's 1d8. Oh, she drops more dice. A 7 plus 5. Holy shit. 12. Polar
Yeah.
bears be strong.
Polar bears do be strong. I tell you what. So, you are all kind of consumed with your own personal fights, but I think Hanz would at least have moved fast enough as you're doing this deflect and handling your own rocket that you would kind of fully see out of the corner of your eye as Bhear transforms into a bear and then just smacks the shit out of this rocket. I think you almost like smack it to the floor where it goes off like a popper. Popper being the little firework things, not
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
Good and
It is-
even.
It is
Good
fully
clarification. Good clarification.
as the bear fully just like ew gets the rocket out.
Yeah. Incredible. So next to you, Airy Garcia how are you handling the rocket coming for you?
Eesh. I have an action that I. Is this a reaction?
Yeah, action or reaction, whichever you feel compelled to in the moment.
Okay. Well, these look like they're dealing damage to all of the gathered people here, and that's really not the vibe. Um, so I am going to, uh, I suppose I'm gonna cast Aid, which is a spell that I have access to as a cleric, to
Okay.
choose, and I'll cast it at a third level to give 4 creatures within range 5 temporary hit points
Wow.
to help protect us from this really awful tiny missiles. And it'll be the 4 of us that are being targeted, so we all get 4 temporary hit points.
Incredible. What does this look like as you're casting this?
Well, I'm messing with my quarterstaff, and I turn and I go, "Oh man, guys, we got to band together!" And as I say together, it sort of reverberates deep in the earth as the giant connection to Las Asimas and the ground beneath our feet strengthens us, and you feel just an overwhelming sense of calm and solidness as you just sort of feel emboldened in your spirit that translates into your physical form.
Sweet. So you all feel this emboldening and strengthening presence, almost like like when you center yourself. I don't know how many like martial arts or fighting any of you
Yeah.
have done, but when you center yourself, you can feel a connection to the ground, and I think you all feel this kind of resonating through you as Airy casts this spell. Now, unfortunately, as you've taken your moment to do this rather than particularly defend yourself, the rocket is going to come at you.
Yeah, man.
Did you turn to face it, or you think you're aware
No,
it's
I would
happening?
have turned to face it for sure.
Great.
Like I did my 6 second guided meditation, and I'm ready to face on the challenges that life is going to throw at me. And today, that challenge is a tiny rocket.
Hell yeah! So you just turn and you open your heart to it and you take it. And
Ouch.
this rocket explodes on your chest. There's a shower of sparks and fire. Maybe a little singeing your kind of cloudy puff of hair.
Hmm.
Definitely leaving some singe marks on your clothes and what have you. And it hurts. It burns. I think you would solidly burn through those extra HP. Um,
Yeah.
But meanwhile, Hanz, who was taking additional damage as his exploded as well, almost feels that damage restored, and likewise, Bhear, who had swatted hers to the floor, is feeling like whatever it did to hurt her is replenished through the extra HP you granted. So,
I, I
yeah.
I scramble over to find my beer so I can raise it to him.
Yeah, man.
Roll a
Yeah, man.
dex check for me real quick. Let's see if that beer is upright or like half spilled on the floor.
Uh, so I get a +4 to Dex, and I rolled a 13. Does 17 get it?
Yeah, I think it was wobbly and a little splashed out, but you were able to save the beer and therefore lift it to toast. Gerard, how are you handling the rocket that's flying at you?
So I have drawn my scimitar in a very elegant fashion,
Yes,
because I am School of Swords.
of course.
I rolled a 22,
Sick.
so I'm guessing that I've hit it.
Yeah, I think if you
Yep.
want with a 22, you could fully like almost cartoon style, like cut it to ribbons as it's coming at
Yeah,
you.
well, it's funny you should say that because I do have a defensive flourish.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and say that that defensive flourish is cutting it to ribbons, but it's a very like
It's
swish
incredible.
back
Yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
the scabbard, and
It's
then I
incredible.
just
It's artistic. I mean, look, cutting
yeah.
up a firework doesn't mean it's not gonna do any explosive stuff, but I think as it's
I think it
exploding,
showers me.
oh,
Yeah, it like showers
100%.
me in like beautiful sparks as if like it's a performance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
And any damage you would take from the singeing is, of course, undone thanks to Ares' protective spell for you.
Thanks, man.
Uh,
Yeah, man.
So
Good show.
yeah, it's that whistling hiss that fireworks used to do. I don't know if they do them so much anymore, but you all hear this as they kind of evaporate from the floor. And Selena's still behind all of you, just doing her little happy applause because she loves seeing the heroes show off. And Lady Destiny is just kind of standing, hands clasped lower down and just gently nodding. This, I think, is going to be a very interesting fight. Well done, all of you. I think it's time to send you to your green rooms. There will be nourishment for you, of course, there, and time to rest, regain any strength or spells as needed. I think there's not much else to say except remember that what we're looking for is the makings and markings of a true hero of Las Osmas. And I believe Bombasticus would also like me just to note that you should, in fact, when you get to the arena, please do look down. And with that, you all are sent off to your respective green rooms to recuperate. You get your 8 hours, a long rest. And as we leave you, I would love for each of you, if you have anything you want to prep or say to one another before you go, please do that first.
Oh, we should do our prep round here?
No, I don't think you have to declare it unless you want to.
Okay.
But if you just want to say and then I sneak over to so-and-so's room to form an alliance.
No. I think I'm vaguely suspicious that Lady Destiny wasn't actually there, that she was like a hologram or something, but also it's not my business. I'd just be like, good luck, everybody. This is going to be a really good time. Everybody's going to play hard.
For a good time and best of luck to you all. Yes. Thank you.
We're going to play hard. I'm going to try to kill you all, but we're going to play hard.
I toasted that.
As a bear, I technically can't talk. I do have the message cantrip.
Oh, sure.
Do you stay in bear form?
Can I? Yeah, definitely. Can I use the message cantrip as a bear just for this game?
Yeah.
Hell
Sure.
yeah. But yes, fully you all get the message. It's like, good luck, babes.
But you're a bear, so does it sound like
Yeah, that's the trade-off. You can send a message in bear form, but it sounds like what a bear would say.
Yes.
Incredible. Hanz, anything?
I say and good luck to you all, and then I like just take the rest of my keg and I start chugging from that in the same room.
Yeah, man.
Seemingly going to stay here.
Hell yeah, man.
All right. Well, at that.
Well, I'm just gonna give everybody a very mysterious nod and quietly leave, but I am gonna give a little wink to the bear because I'm not afraid of a strong lady.
He's so mysterious.
So mysterious. He's so hot. And did you see the way the fireworks went? Yeah.
Wow. Cool, man.
Oh, sick. Well, with that, you all, Selena shows you to your rooms. I think it's kind of that moment of you all say these things to one another, and when you turn to look at where Lady Destiny was, she's just gone.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it was a telegram.
Yeah, sure. A telegram.
Sure. Could have been anything. I think with that, we have to end this kind of late night session 0. Friends, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this. I would love if we can go around. Let's go in reverse of what your initiative order was. Just tell everybody who you are, where you can be found, and if you got anything coming up after the Rumble.
Oh man. Hello. I'm Kelby McClellan, pronouns they them. I don't really have an online presence, but if you want to keep up with my random hijinks, it's mostly dog pictures. You can follow me on Instagram at Kelby Joe. That's JOMCC. I don't have, other than the Rumble coming up, I don't have a show until August, and then I'll be performing at Midsummer Scream that weekend. It's August 8th and 9th. I'll be dancing with the Killer Fitness people on stage. And then the week after that is the Labyrinth Masquerade. And I might be, super handsome and walking
2 weeks
around.
after that.
Is it 2 weeks? No.
It got bumped back, which is why I'm not doing it this year.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to
I
look at
don't
your
know.
calendar, my friend.
Yikes!
Yikes.
Either way, they're both in August.
They are. Great.
That's right.
Yeah. Airy,
Is that? Oh yeah,
aka
Airy.
Reuben.
Oh, that's my turn. Hi, everybody. I'm playing Airy Garcia, but I'm actually Reuben Bresler. And you can follow me at MoxRuby, MoxReuby, everywhere. The big things I have coming up are that I'm the host of Thank Geeky It's Monday at Geeky Tease, which is a monthly stand-up comedy show. This month's show on May 25th has Ron Funches, Ed Greer, Melissa Villasenor, Jackie Cation, Laura House, and Dustin Meadows. Murderers Row every month we have. Tickets are going fast. I'm also going to be a special guest at the Origins Game Fair this year in Columbus, Ohio, June 17th to 21st. If you happen to be going to that, I will be featured in not one, not two, but three main stage shows at the Origins Game Fair in Taskmaster LA, Fiasco Live, and Character Sheet Live. So please take a look at their programming. Check me out on all of my social media platforms, and I'll see you at the Rumbles.
Nice.
Oh, it's me. I'm Clara Allison. I'm all over the internet as clearly _golden. I would say, oh my gosh, what is time? What is time? Right now, the thing that I'm doing consistently is I am streaming actual play. We're wrapping up our Hunt of the Reckoning game, and we're going to be starting a season 4 of Scion. Which was called Apotheosis is the name of the game. We were using the Scion system. Now we've switched over to Mutants and Masterminds because the demigod rules for Scion are bad. That's over on Hallowed Haven Studios Twitch channel Friday nights, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll be doing that for the next 10 weeks. So I think this coincides with either the first episode of that or the last episode of Hunter. Either way, it's over at Hallowed Haven.
Amazing. Last certainly not
Hi,
least.
I'm Rafael Hernandez Roulet. I use he, him pronouns. I am RAFHR.IV on Instagram. And I don't really have anything coming up that you guys can like see. I don't know, like I'm gonna shoot a short film soon, but that's not like something that you can support me in. But I'm really happy to
Send
be a
vibes.
part of the Rumbles again.
Yeah.
Very glad to have you back here. It's actually kind of cool, really thinking about it. It was not intentional. It's because it's the way it shook out, but it's delightful that you will now have been at the first Rumble of both the original Rumbles altogether and the new location.
Wow,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Raphael's an OG.
Yeah.
I'm one of the OGs.
Absolutely. Delighted to have you for this. This is where I'm then gonna pan on over to our DM for the game, playing Bombasticus Silvermane, Steve.
Hi everybody. I am doing a production of Treasure Island over this summer. I'm playing, for everyone's edification, the role that Fozzie Bear plays in Muppet Treasure Island. So you know it really does track, I think. But that opens, I want to say June 24th and runs through the end of the summer. Looking very forward to that. And otherwise, hire me for more stuff. Give me more work, baby. That's where I'm at.
Hell yeah. You heard it here first. DM for hire. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Friends, I'm Sarah Durnesque. Like I said, hostess with the mostest, producer of all things Pick Your Poison. We don't have anything coming up until the next Rumble, which will also be in the brand new Roguelike Tavern space. It will probably be a slightly more finished bar in June. But at any rate, we hope you will come out this week, Thursday, May 21st, for the second game of our 5th season of the Roguelike Rumbles. The live show is going to be at 8 o'clock p.m. PST, but you'll probably want to get there early because we are in the new venue and it's not fully finished yet. We are in the smaller space of the new bar, so you'll be previewing what will eventually be the smaller room of the spaces available. And it is limited to 40 people, so that is going to be the first 40 people in the door, no saving seats. This event is also unfortunately going to have to be BYO food and drink because the Roguelike Tavern will not be up and running as a bar yet. But we're going to have all kinds of goodies and things, hopefully to surprise and intrigue you with if you're able to make it out to the live show. Not least of which being that you'll be a part of the first game ever in the brand new space, and we hope you will want to come out for that. It is a totally free show. Just please bring cash to tip these amazing heroes because we love them so much. And there will be magic items and our new action item, the Stat Boost, available for your tips. And yeah. We hope to see you there. If you cannot make it to the live location, because it's in now Studio City, California, feel free to join us on Twitch. This is being recorded in advance, and we're doing the speed test of the internet in my time tomorrow. But hopefully, it will all be well and good, and we'll be streaming it live also at 8 o'clock p.m. PST. Usually the live goes up around 7:45 for the Roll for Initiative. So if you want to be a part of all of that, join us at 7:45 on Twitch at Pick Your Poison Productions / whatever. You're here. You're watching it. It's going to be here. Okay, That's all I got. We're going to roll credits. Thanks for being with us, friends. Good night.